Penguins once stood over 6 feet tall. Some birds may actually spread wildfires on purpose. And one tree on Earth has been alive for nearly 5,000 years. I'm Kevin from Know Your Deets, and here are 30 incredible facts to make your day. Researchers in Australia have documented 3 bird species, including black kites and brown falcons, that appear to deliberately spread wildfires. They carry burning sticks to flush prey out of the undergrowth. It's one of the most striking examples of tool use ever observed in wild animals. Sleep researchers estimate that most people have 4 to 6 dreams every single night, even if they can't remember a single one. Here's a number that's hard to wrap your head around. The Sun contains roughly 99.8% of all the mass in our entire solar system. Everything else, every planet, moon, and asteroid, makes up the remaining 0.2%. According to Chuck E. Cheese's official backstory, the character's full name is Charles Entertainment Cheese. So yes, Chuck E. is a nickname. Fossils reveal that some ancient penguins stood over 6 feet tall. These giants roamed the Earth around 37 to 40 million years ago, long before the much smaller penguins we know today. Avocados are a little strange. They mature on the tree, but they won't actually start ripening until after they've been picked. We write LB for pound because it comes from the Latin phrase libero pondo, libera meaning scales and pondo meaning pound. In the late 1970s, a Maryland state delegate actually tried to ban the Randy Newman song Short People from the radio. In California's White Mountains, there are bristlecone pine trees still alive today that are more than 4,800 years old. To put that in perspective, they were already ancient before many of the earliest human civilizations even began. Bats make up roughly 1/5 of all known mammal species on the planet. A first edition copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, notable specifically for containing several typos, sold at auction for around $90,000. By studying how cats twist and reorient themselves during mid-fall, scientists developed techniques that now help astronauts maneuver in zero gravity. American roulette wheels have 2 green pockets, 0 and 00, while European wheels only have 1. And here's a fun detail. If you add up every number on the wheel, 1 through 36, the total comes to exactly 666. The FBI maintained a 1,427-page surveillance file on Albert Einstein, compiled because of his outspoken political views. Jellyfish are around 95% water, sometimes even more depending on the species. Pull one out of the ocean, and it practically dissolves into nothing. There's almost no structure left without the water supporting it. A 1950s Associated Press article confidently predicted that by the year 2000, women would evolve into tall, muscular Amazons. It's a fascinating snapshot of how pop culture shaped scientific thinking at the time. Using CT scans and forensic reconstruction, scientists were able to recreate the face of a dog that died more than 4,000 years ago in Neolithic Scotland. The original Nerf ball's early packaging and ads claimed it was so soft, it can't hurt babies or old people. The Philippines is officially recognized as an archipelago of 7,641 islands. The word footage traces back to early filmmaking, when film strips were literally measured in feet. According to Pentagon data, roughly 3/4 of Americans between ages of 17 and 24 don't qualify for military service without a waiver. In some international versions of Toy Story 2, the American flag visible behind Buzz Lightyear was quietly swapped out for a globe. In 1971, Fleetwood Mac guitarist Jeremy Spencer disappeared before a show in Los Angeles. He was later found across town, having just joined the Children of God religious group with no plans to return. Melanism is essentially the reverse of albinism. Instead of lacking pigment, Affected animals produce an excess of melanin, resulting in very dark or fully black colorization. According to Guinness World Records, the tallest supported bamboo sculpture ever built reached about 50 meters or 164 feet tall. And if you thought some of those were strange, the final few facts get even stranger. In 2017, Adidas announced that it sold over 1 million pairs of shoes made from recycled ocean plastic. Each pair used roughly 11 plastic bottles. In 2008, a British teenager legally changed his name to a superhero mashup that begins with Captain Fantastic faster than Superman and keeps going from there. In Catholic tradition, Saint Isidore of Seville has been formally proposed as the patron saint of the internet. More recently, Carlo Acutis, a teenager who was known for his enthusiasm for technology, has been affectionately given the same unofficial title. Studies show that replacing traditional intersections with roundabouts can reduce serious crashes by more than 70%. The design change alone makes a dramatic difference. Though, if we're being honest, part of the safety record might be just because half the drivers are too intimidated to enter in the first place. In reality, it's the forced slowing and the elimination of T-bone collisions that saves lives. J.R.R. Tolkien began inventing Elvish languages years before he ever wrote a story set in Middle-earth. The languages didn't come from the world. The world grew out of the languages. And those are 30 incredible facts to make your day. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious and you have a great day.